But not only do we have the great Doris Burke with us, but Jalen is back and better than ever.
Good morning.
We've been talking a little bit, and Doris has made a terrific point over the last 2 days about the usage of LeBron over this, ceremonial second half of the season as they work towards the playoffs. What should they do?
So LeBron James has Mount Rushmore all-time great type of goals happening as well. He wants to be the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. You can't be missing regular season games if you're going to catch Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We want the best players to value the regular season. LeBron James does that. Doris Burke and I hate load management. Okay, LeBron James does not do that. So how you take care of business is you get a lead in the West, you secure the #1 seed, and then you rest your best players. That's how this is done.
So I just made a supposition on a prior segment, and I want your take on it. We've spent the last several seasons talking about how LeBron James conserves energy on the defensive end of the floor. Valid point. He's been better on that end this year. More effort, more consistent. My supposition may be this. Lowest minutes he's ever played, so Frank has done a good job. But his average shot distance is the biggest it's ever been, or in 10 years. He's taking more threes, fewer free throws than ever in his career. Could he be managing the game on the offensive end by the way he's playing?
Absolutely he is, because he's not, as you mentioned, he's not driving to the basket. He's not taking the necessarily pounding that he normally takes. But also, I think the Lakers actually rely on LeBron James too much. This is a good problem when you have an all-time great player, but he's 35. They need him to lead the league in assists. They need him to be one of their best three-point shooters. They need to be the go-to guy. And he basically feeds Anthony Davis constantly. They don't necessarily feature Anthony Davis where he's creating offense for others.
But the Lakers without LeBron,
we talked about this,
makes you feel like they do need to rely on him as much as they do.
It's so true, and to your point, so we had numbers yesterday. Basically, Jalen, they are almost plus 11 points with him off the floor. With him on the floor, and -3 without him on the floor. That is basically equivalent to the difference between the 73-win Warriors and this year's Bulls and Wolves. Think about that.
Wow. I got to give you a name that isn't being discussed a lot with the Lakers, that if they're going to achieve their goals, has to play great basketball. That's Kyle Kuzma. We're going to talk a lot about LeBron. We're going to talk a lot about Anthony Davis. But when the playoffs come, you know what's going to happen when LeBron James and Anthony Davis run a pick and roll? They're either going to switch it or they're going to double it. They're going to take Anthony Davis away on the roll, and then you're going to be throwing it backside to somebody else. That guy has to be Kyle Kuzma, who can be a shot maker off the dribble. They got a lot of specialists. Bradley can give you D. Green can give you a D, spot up and make a shot. But they need guys that can create shots off the dribble. And I want to see more minutes for Caruso as well.
Will Kyle Kuzma's defense hold up over the long haul of a second-round series in the NBA?
Yes, I think it will, because there's always one player on the other team that you can hide him on. Like, for example, if they're playing against the Clippers, you'll try to put him on Lou Will, for example.
Right.